All right. Good evening, boys. Here's how I lost close to almost $6,000 today across all my accounts, right? But the real amount that I actually lost across my funded accounts was 2.3K on Alpha, my Alpha funded account, and my XFA on TopSub. Lost 1.4 on my XFAs on TopSub, and I lost 900 per account on my Tradify Eval and my fucking Alpha funded. Okay, boys. Unfortunate day. Unfortunate day. Had the wrong read. Here's the P&L. Right here's your accounts. Two accounts here. Three accounts here. Did blow an eval real quick. Right, 1.4. It is what it is, boys. I'm not one to cope, blame PA, blame external things. It's always my fault. I should have not gone for that third trade. I'm gonna break down what I did, all that good stuff. Okay, keeping it transparent and keeping it real. I tried to short this market like three times. I took honestly three trades trying to short this. Honestly, this particular trade I did. You see two positions, but just know I entered this three times and both failed, and then longs actually played out. I had a bearish bias coming into market open. My bias did come pre-market. I hesitated taking it, and that cost me. To keep it real, to keep it transparent, to not bullshit around, beat around the bush. I'm telling you guys what the fuck is up. All right, transparently and honestly. Let's go on the replay button and show you guys what I saw, why I took what I took, and all that good stuff. All right, boys. Let's do it right now. I want to do 9 o'clock. It's a little too early. Let's do 9:30, right? Right before market open. Coming into market open, boys, I had a bearish bias at first. Okay, I know on the overall higher time frames we're still holding bullish structure. Okay, I know. I mean, I definitely had the wrong read. There was like a 4 hour bullish gap. A lot of people were talking about that. I don't know where the fuck they got it from, but I mean, longs were it, right? Oh, right here, there was a nice bullish gap right here on the 4 hour. That's actually what got respected. Ended up getting respected ultimately. But I'll show you guys why I had a bearish bias coming into market open here. Let me do this all over again. Let me do the replay button all over again. Keep this quick. Don't want to, bullshit around too much. 9:35. Okay, 9:30. Here's 9:30. Okay, coming into market open, guys. Up to this point, I had a bearish bias, right? Why? Because price, I had already inverted this 1 hour bullish gap right here. As you guys can see, we had an inversion of this imbalance on the 1 hour. We did close underneath it, right? We had our draws on liquidity being London, I'll show you guys right now. London highs already got swept. We had London lows and Asia lows. I really wanted these draws on liquidity to get taken. I really wanted to target London lows right here pre-market. Okay, on the 15, we had a 15-minute bearish gap right here, and on the 5 minute, we had a 5 minute bearish gap here and here as well, right? We had bearish PDRA stacked on top of each other. These London lows indeed ended up getting swept. It just happened pre-market, and I hesitated on entering pre-market. As you guys can see right here, this would have been a nice trade towards these lows right here. I just did not take it. Okay, I did not take it, and I ended up trying to enter after, right, when market open, and just lacked objectivity, lacked precision. Had the wrong bias, boys. Had the wrong bias. I'm not gonna cope and come up with excuses. I simply had the wrong read on it, and it's okay. It's a probabilistic business. So at 9:30, immediately we swept London lows. Okay, we came up, back up, retraced. I believe we tapped into a five. We didn't really tap into any PDRAs, but we already had bearish gaps stacked on top of each other, and we did sweep London lows. And I just really wanted price to sweep Asian lows right here, right? I really wanted these lows to also get taken, Asian lows right here, and price was baiting me into that actually happening, right? We did get a retrace at around 9:31. And this next following candle, I really was expecting price to flush towards these lows right here. As you guys can see, got stopped out. And this is what bothered me, right? I got stopped out at first right here on this first trade. With I believe I went with like 20 point stop, lost like 500, 400, something here. And then look at at this next candle. That's why I re-enter shorts so many times, right? I entered this again after this third candle, right? After this third candle right here, and targeting Asian lows, and I ended up getting wigged out again. Okay, fellas. Boom. Ended up getting just stopped. Got stopped out three times here. And I should have called it after the second loss, but I just re-entered again and broke that trading rule, honestly. After two L's, if you're wrong on the day, for future references, just call it. Okay, just call it, honestly. Then price ended up coming up. if we actually zoom into the 1 hour time frame, I can see that we honestly tapped into this 1 hour gap that I just completely ignored. We did have a bullish 1 hour gap here and a bullish 1 hour gap here as well. Should have honestly focused on the higher time frames. That's honestly where I went wrong. I was too fixated on new bearish PDRAs being formed, right? Such as this 5 minute and this 5 minute. I was fixated on temporarily where price was on the lower time frames, and I wanted to see a continuation towards London lows, which indeed actually play out, right? Indeed, price actually swept London lows, right? Indeed, pre-market. That's the problem. It was pre-market, and I should have not hesitated in taking that. And if I would have not hesitated on taking that, this trade would have actually played, right? I really should have just entered here. If I would have just not been hesitant to do so. Like we did have London lows here. We did have this 1 hour gap. We could have easily swept. I knew we could have swept London lows and then reverse, but I got too fixated on what I wanted to see, boys, to be honest. I got too fixated on this short right here. But this would have been a nice trade after this 1 minute retrade right here. Okay, I could have put my stop loss on honestly 18 points here at this high, right? And I could have targeted London lows right here, pre-market for 22 points, right? Could have gone for a 1-on-1 right here, and that would have played. That would have played pre-market, and I would have been done for the day, right? Right. So you guys can see that would have ran through it towards TP, and I really wanted these shorts for a continuation, right? We have a bearish gap here, a bearish gap here, a bearish gap here. It would have played out beautifully, but I went in later in the day, right? That's where I messed up. I wanted to see shorts continue to play out. I wanted price to continue bearish, and I wanted price to sweep Asia lows. And as you guys can see, did not happen, right? Baited me into the shorts a couple of times, but then when I saw these crazy 1 minute CISD after sweeping London lows, I knew we were gonna have a reversal, and indeed we fucking reversed, boys. Indeed we fucking reversed. And we had a nice reversal. I don't really trade liquidity sweep reversals. I trade continuations. Definitely could have capitalized on some. Had I waited, right, I could have, whoa, holy retrace into this order block right here. This honestly weird PA. Price had no reason to retrace back into his order block here. Honestly, after, you know, no reason for this retracement. If somebody enters here or here, they could have easily gotten stopped. All right. That's why I don't like reversals. They can just wake you out and then play out. I don't know, not really my type. But damn, we actually had a lot of. We did. If had I waited, I probably would have taken something similar to this. I'll show you guys what would have been a next good trade for me. Obviously, I fucking lost 3 times. I'm done for the day. I'm not gonna enter again. I already lost across all my accounts. Right. I'm not gonna crash out. Good risk management will always prevail, and you know I can't go and bleed for more, right? I already lost enough. Rules will save you. I didn't blow. I blew an evo because I did go in it again. Trying like I think I tried to like catch some longs here, right? I don't really remember. Blew that fucking evo real quick. Honestly, who gives a shit? I hate evos, and I'm copy trading them with XFAs. And XFAs, I have good risk management, and evos, I pretty much full port them. I size up like a maniac because I know my model works already, and I try to get the 1.5 or 50% in already, 50 be halfway in very quick. So don't really give a fuck about evals. Like, what am I losing, right? Like fucking $100, $200. It doesn't fucking matter. Okay, is what I'm saying. But here, I'll show you guys what could have been a better trade after getting stopped out on this chop at market opening. Market opening was quite choppy, but no excuses, boys. No excuses. I'm the one that fucked up, honestly. Um. Okay, so we did get a retrace here. I guess this would have been a good trade right here. So this retrace for a continuation right here at this next candle towards these highs right here, right? And these highs were previous day's highs right here. Is this previous day's highs? No, previous week's highs right here. Yeah. Previous week's highs right here, New Year PM highs. This drawn liquidity would have was exactly what price was drawn into, and this would have been I guess a pretty good trade, a pretty good continuation had I been patient here. Let's see if it would have played out for like a one-on-one, honestly. Well, you could have gotten some nice RR out of here. 28-point stop, de-risking. This would have been a good trade, a good continuation trade. Yeah, this would have been good. That would have been good. I was honestly done for the day. Didn't really take it. If I'm gonna catch a reversal per se, I would have catched it. I would have caught it right here. I would have caught it right here because this move right here is pretty obvious. Like this is pretty obvious to me. Okay, we get a 1 minute retrace. We don't have any 5 minute retrace right here, but we do create this massive 5 minute gap right here. Like this long right here would have been pretty obvious to me, right? But what I won't do is catch it like this. If I'm gonna catch a reversal, like if I would have caught that, what I won't do is do something like this, right? See the first 1 minute CISD and enter at this 1 minute CISD. Okay, this is what I won't do. This is what I won't do. Just because I'm not sure if it's quite problem. I mean, it would have offered a fucking crazy RR, but it's just not safe for me. Okay, if I was gonna do it, I was gonna wait for this 1 minute retrace and just honestly target this high right here for a 101 for safety. Honestly, not even a 101, right? Could have fucking 60 points, literally 1 or 2, 1 or 3 here would have been a nice trade. But boys, there's there's only so many trades you should be taking in a day. I already lost three trades on top step and two trades on alpha and Tradify. So I did follow that. I did follow my rules on alpha and Tradify. But end of the day, red. Don't want to go over it anymore. It is what it is. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna cope, blame PA. It was all my fault. It's always my fault. If you lost money, it's your fault. Don't cope. Blame it on you. Okay. I took a third trade. I believe he was shorting again. I shouldn't have done that. That's my fault. Entirely my fault. I am the only one to blame. Always take accountability and don't be a bitch. Okay. That's what happened today, boys. Lost 2.3K on the day and like about 6,000 across all my accounts. Oh, fucking well. Tomorrow I'll be back. Tomorrow I will try to be more precise, lock in, and yeah, I'm still funded 100K on Alpha and Top Sip, and we're still pretty early in the month. Okay, I'm on the 40% consistency. Today I could have requested a payout had I wanted like 900 or 1,000, but I'm not fucking sweating. I'm not stressed out. I don't care. Honestly, I'm detached from the outcome. I don't care if I make money. I know I can make money consistently every month. I'm profitable, still into profit from last month. Don't give a fuck, boys. Okay, don't give a fuck. I'm gonna continue trading, continue following rules, and detach from the outcome because it doesn't matter. It's not even real. It doesn't even feel real. Okay, no attachments, no crazy expectations. I'm just gonna do what I do. Okay, boys. That's it, and that's it. All right, nothing funny. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Keeping it transparent, posting this on my free Discord so you guys see my exact win rate. I'm not gatekeeping anything. I'm not only showing wins. Fuck that. I want you guys to see the trenches, see the reality of what the fuck goes down in these charts. Show you guys that it's not always sunshine and butterflies, and it's not always gonna be a crazy fucking bull run. Okay, there's a lower low, there's a higher high, and so forth and so forth. Okay, it's not gonna be a crazy one way ticket to fucking 10K months, 20K months, 30K months. Okay, you're gonna go through challenges. Okay, you're gonna get wrecked. Okay, you're gonna get cooked sometimes. You gotta get cooked sometimes. There's no other way around it. You gotta get cooked sometimes. All right, don't get emotional about it. Blame it on probabilities. Come back stronger tomorrow. And most importantly, make sure you live to trade another day. Okay, fellas, that's it. That's it for today. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Fucking peace.